Let's solve the problem odd even linked list from LeetCode. Given a head of a single linked list, group all nodes with odd indices together, followed by the nodes with even indices, and return the reordered list. The first node is considered odd and the second node is even, and so on. And the relative order of the nodes should be maintained. And we must solve the problem in order of one extra space and time complexity of order of n. So if you see the first example here, 1 2 3 4 5. So what we need to do is, so 1 is at the odd indices and 2 is at the even indices, and similarly 3 at the odd, 4 at the even, and 5 at the odd indices. So we need to print the nodes at the odd indices first. So that will be 1 3 5 followed by 2 and 4. Similarly, if you see the second example here, so the nodes at the odd indices and the even indices are shown in different color. So we have to print the nodes at the odd indices first. So it will be 2 3 6 7 followed by 1 5 4. So let's try to solve this problem. So this is relatively a simple problem. Yeah, and I'll try to show one of the ways which is somewhat easier than the other method. So if you see the first example here, this is the first example from the LeetCode. So you can see 1 2 3 4 5, and the last node will point to the null. So the output should be 1 3 5 2 and 4. So what we can do here is, so this is the head node, 1 is the head node. So simply what we will do is, we'll take the first head node, that is the node at the odd indices, and the second node, the node at the even indices. So what we'll simply do is, this 1 will point to the next of next node, and similarly this 2 will point to the next of next node. So what we'll do is, this 1 will point to this 3, and this 3 will point to this 5, and similarly this 2 will point to this 4, and this 4 will point to this null. And since 1 will point to the 3 now, so this will not be there. This 2 is pointing to 4, this will not be there. Similarly for this and for this as well. So now what it becomes is, 1 is pointing to 3, 3 is pointing to 5, and what you will do now is, so the 5 has to point to the this 2. So we will shift, like we'll take the odd indices at one place and even indices one place. So at the last, what we will simply do is, we'll keep the pointer to the second node, and whatever from the odd traversal, what we will reach till this 5 point, and we'll simply point to this node. So I'll show you in code. Let's dive into the code. So let me first of all handle the edge cases, or you can say the base cases. So if there are only one nodes, or if there are only two nodes, then I don't have to do anything. So for that, if at equal to null, or head dot next equal to null, then return this head. Second thing what I'll do is, I'll take one node, list node, second node, because the second node will point to the fourth node, and so on. So at the end of the odd nodes, I need to point to the start of the even node. So That is why I'm keeping this node reference. So this is the one, and then next is I'll take odd node equal to head and even node equal to head dot next. So next is while and even node not equal to null and even node dot next not. So here we need to consider the even node and not the odd node, because the even node is one node add, so that will get the null first. So while even node not equal to null and even node next not equal to null, so what we will do is, as I mentioned, the odd node is the head, odd node that next will be odd node dot next. So if you see in the example here, one will point to one dot next will be this 3. So similarly even node dot next equal to even node dot next, and now odd node equal to odd node dot next and even node equal to even node dot next. So we'll reach the end of the this linked list. So if you see in the example, after this while loop, we'll reach the end of the linked list, and at the end what we'll have is on the odd nodes, so we'll have the value of this 5, right? So what we need to do is odd node dot next. 5 will point 5 needs to point to the start of the even linked list, even indices node. So that is it will be this one, and what we need to return, we need to return the simply the head, because head will have the value of this 1 in this example. There you go. Let me run this program. Oh, there is some typo. Would not, yeah. Yeah, you can see this both the test cases has passed. So let me submit the solution. There you go. Thanks guys for watching this.